Welcome. How are y'all doing
We
today?
need to fucking set this shit.
Yeah, there's a little. Sorry for the interference. This. How is everyone doing today? Hope
Why the
everyone is
fuck
in.
ain't this shit showing up?
Oh, you got to go to the three little dots on the thing
Three little dots.
on the page.
Public.
Yep, I got to set mine public. Sorry, everyone. Bear with me. And this guy's got his phone up way too
Why the
high.
fuck?
Oh man, I forgot I gotta go to my page to see it. How is everyone doing? Welcome to Problematic, episode 11.
Episode 157.
Oh man, only if it was. Shit. Forgive my language. Forgive my language.
Motherfucking Jaden.
There we go. How's everyone doing tonight? I finally got my privacy setting right. Last time I didn't have it right. So now I do. Where is everyone at?
I'm sending invites right now.
Oh man.
I ran into fucking Panda.
Oh, did you?
Good old Panda.
Good old Panda.
Yeah. You know.
Oh yeah, it was good to have Panda on here.
Yeah, we'll probably have him again for season 2.
Can't wait.
Season 2.
I can't wait.
I don't know. We might let him fucking do it again.
Yeah.
This season.
Oh.
This season.
Oh, this season? Yeah.
This season.
Okay.
All right. Well, I sent a couple of invites.
Hey,
We'll just let this shit rock out.
Ella Nadal.
Nadal. Ella Nadal.
Sorry if I didn't say it right.
Good old Panda.
I hate it when you do that. It confuses the heck out of me.
All right. Alrighty then.
Don't mind me. I'm trying to figure something out real fast.
Welcome to episode 11 of Problematic. We did have a guest lined up.
Yeah,
but
they backed out.
Shit happened. Shit happens.
Yes, it does.
I get it. I get it. We're talking about what? Jealousy and envy? I'm a jealous, envious motherfucker. I tell you what, I'm the most jealous and the most envy. Not really. I used to be. I definitely used to be.
BJ's just jealous of me because of my molasses color.
You're jealous of me because of my cracker ass.
What? Because what?
My saltine ass, cracker ass, looking ass.
Oh man.
It's good. What up, everybody? Say hello in the chat. Let us know
up?
who you is.
Yes, please do. Let us know.
And we're gonna get a battle royal where we all get buck naked and wrestle. So if you do not want to participate in that, I suggest you leave now.
Well, I'm leaving. Bye.
All right. Looks like I'm wrestling myself.
Because I don't want to get butt naked and wrestle with this guy. That's weird.
Whatever.
I keep trying to tell him it's weird.
Whatever. Shit. Ain't nothing wrong. As long as you're just wrestling, it's not gay.
It is. When you're doing it naked. What's up, China?
What's up, China? China girl. Hey, we want to thank you. You're the most interactive person with us.
Oh, yeah. You most definitely were.
Motherfucking. We gonna give you a free t-shirt.
He's gonna give you a free t-shirt.
By the end of the season, we'll see who's the most interactive, and we'll give the most interactive person a free gift.
Oh, that's gonna be fun.
Yeah, that's what we doing.
What's up, Zane?
How we doing today, brother? Man. I want everybody to know that How You Like Me Now is coming out next week. Next week, that music video is dropping, and trust me, nobody is seeing this shit coming. This is
Oh,
a side of me
she
that
said her child's laughing at her now.
this is a side of me that ain't nobody really ever seen. Guarantee it. Guarantee it.
What is everybody on today?
I'm
Oh,
on.
coworkers.
I'm on ecstasy.
Yeah, coworkers are pretty fun, and every once in a while they can be stuck up sometimes though too. Like mine right next to me, my coworker right here.
Coworker.
Well, he's not really a coworker, but we can say that we're working together on this.
He.
But he can be a pain in the ass sometimes too.
God damn. Excuse me.
He's just all burping in my ears. Tell him how rude.
So jealousy and envy.
Mm,
Tell me a story about when you was jealous and envious.
you talking to me?
Yeah.
You talking to me?
Yeah.
You talking about me? I
'Cause,
don't know.
I mean, there. I mean,
I don't.
I don't really indulge in jealous and envy anymore. I used to.
Yeah, I mean, there was a point in time that I was jealous of certain things. I guess I would say, like maybe in freaking grade school, I was jealous of the kids that played basketball better than me because I wasn't like up with it and then because I had to learn everything from like the scratch of it because I didn't know anything about basketball. I didn't know anything about baseball because I didn't have like that fatherly like time where somebody played catch with me or played basketball with me. So, I had to learn all that stuff on my own. And I see all these other kids, they got their dad and whatnot around at some point in time. I was jealous of that. I ain't gonna lie.
For sure. Nah, I totally relate to that.
It's kind of complicated when you're outside, you're playing, all you got is your mom and she's telling you to go play. But then when you get outside, you see other kids with their dad and both their parents might be there. It's like, man, it's like,
And you're like, where the fuck is mine?
yeah, you know.
And a
It's-
lot of parents. I don't. That's why I'm glad me and Katie kind of co-parent
Yeah,
because Riley has both of us,
yeah.
and we set our bullshit aside,
Yeah.
like our disagreements and shit.
Oh yeah, of course.
For his sake.
Yeah, I wish I had that other co-parenting, but I don't. It's just me alone.
Yeah, but I don't know how the fuck you do it.
I got to. I mean, I'm one parent. I got to do what I got to do to take care of my kids.
I got one kid. I feel like if I had any more, I'd lose my mind.
Well, no, it's not that.
I know that I wouldn't, but for real, like
Yeah.
just one, and he's like obviously an only child and wants
Oh
attention.
yeah.
you
Oh
know?
yeah, of course. That's how the only child is.
Yeah.
They get your attention and that's all they know. So if there was like another baby or kid in the way, they're gonna be jealous and envy that kid because you're giving it more attention than they're getting at the time because it's a baby. But
He doesn't really get jealous like whenever, like if I'm playing with like
Yeah.
a different kid, but if Katie does, then he does.
Oh,
Then
yeah.
he's like,
That's 'cause
"Mom,
that's his
mom,
mama."
Mom, pay attention.
well, that's his
Mom."
mama. Of course. I would be too if I was the only child and be like, Mom, you gonna play with me instead of that kid? Look at that kid.
Man.
Does he look like me?
Man, fuck that kid.
Like, I'm your child. Come on now.
That's okay, China. It's okay. We just appreciate you showing up. Anybody that's watching right now, we
Oh yeah.
appreciate you.
Oh
We
yeah.
appreciate
We
you
most
so
definitely
much.
do.
This is for you. Ready?
Oh,
I just
ain't
shot
that-
a heart at you.
Ain't that sweet?
Hell yeah. That's my new thing. I do that to people at work. They're like, what in the fuck?
I don't know how to do it. What's up, Bo Littles?
What's up, Bo?
Thank you for sharing that, man. We appreciate that so much.
Yeah, we do. Greatly appreciate it. He will be our guest next Tuesday.
Okay, cool. Be ready, man.
He will.
Can't wait to have you on.
He's really been wanting to come over to the studio and shit too. So.
Oh, okay. Cool. I'm gonna have to come swing by.
He sent me a couple of songs and he's got it.
Oh yeah,
He's
I know.
got it.
I already
Some people like really talk themselves up and then send you something and it's like, man, that was kind of
yeah.
I was definitely impressed. I was
Yeah,
like,
I subscribed to his channel
I would
because
definitely do a song with him.
I had subscribed to his channel. Man, he's got some fire ass music. I couldn't stop listening once I got started listening to
For
it.
sure. Drop your link down in the fucking comments. And if you want to go check out his stuff, definitely go
Oh
subscribe.
yeah, trust.
He's always supporting us. So
Oh yeah, most definitely.
yeah, we'll promote that for sure.
So has anybody ever like had jealousy and envy towards anybody when they were younger, or maybe they got it now?
Did you realize, like, after a while, where the jealousy and envy was coming
Oh
from?
yeah, and just know they're nouns, and one is a noun and a verb.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and it's envy. It's a noun and a verb. I did not know that. I had to look that up.
Look that shit up.
Yeah, dude. I was like, man, which one is which? Not unless I'm backwards right now, and it's
Yeah.
jealousy. That's probably a noun and a verb.
Let's see. I think Katie for helping me like work through my jealousy issues.
Yeah,
Yeah, because like say I'd like break up with her or
yeah.
something. We was like in a toxic little cycle, and
It
like I
happens.
would like break up with her. She'd get with dude,
Yeah,
and then I'd be obviously I wouldn't act jealous, but I would try. I would try, but that's
yeah.
where it was. That's where my actions were
Oh
stemming
yeah,
from, was like jealousy. Like, no, you're mine. I gotta have
yeah.
you. And yeah, and majority of the time I'd win her back. Besides for the last time, I
Oh
didn't, and then that's what ended up having me like treating
yeah.
her kind of like garbage.
Oh yeah. I get that. I get
And
that.
and it was because of jealousy. Because like I said, she would normally take me back. Well, this time she rejected me 10,000 times, and my
Oh
ego couldn't take that shit.
yeah. I get it. I
My
get it.
ego was like, "Arr," like fuck, like you was always mine. Any other
Yeah.
time, fucking, you would always take me back. Like, what the fuck is happening?
Yeah, I can't say nothing because I had my jealousy when I was married. Because you got to remember, when I got married, I was young. I was like still in my 20s.
Right.
So the whole time, I didn't know what jealousy and envy and all that felt like at the time. But jealousy,
Well, and a
man.
lot of times it's hard to become like self-aware to
Oh yeah.
realize
Oh yeah.
that's what it
Oh
is.
yeah. It took me a long time to figure out that I was jealous of, like, her walking around with me and guys are hitting on her. I'm like, what you doing? Why are you hitting on my woman? Just like, came out violently.
For sure.
And I mean, it's something that I shouldn't have been jealous over because she was with me at the time, but things happen for a reason. Not everybody's meant to stay.
That's how I see it.
Oh
I don't
yeah.
know. I won't get jealous. Like, if I was like in a relationship, I would definitely expect her to just like turn the dudes away.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah. I wish that was my case when I was married. I wish that would have been the case in my
but
marriage.
if dude like steals her from you, like,
Yeah.
it's like,
She
all
was never
right,
meant to be yours in the
yeah,
first
and
place.
that's kind of like where I'm at. It's
Yeah.
like, all right, like fucking,
Mm,
you had to have been looking, because
Yeah.
if it was like, if you really love me, like, that
Yeah.
shit wouldn't have
My
happened.
my grandma's a pretty smart
And
lady.
thank you for getting this fake shit out of my life. So
Yeah.
honestly,
Oh yeah.
you the man, dude. You helped me out. Thank you.
And here, my grandma
Like,
always.
I'm not gonna say like it wouldn't hurt, because it
Yeah.
would definitely hurt, but I would. That's the positive to find in the situation, is that girl wasn't really meant for you, or
Yeah.
that man wasn't really meant for you.
Oh yeah. My grandma always said if a woman allows a man to come in and entertain her, and then she lets him do that, and she's doing that, she ain't meant for you. It was never meant to be anyway.
Yeah.
But it's the thing though, is like the whole time I was married, I was jealous the whole time, man. Because I was like, why are you letting this dude hit on you? Say something. She ain't
Right.
even telling him to stop or nothing. And then she tells me you should say something. I was like, but you should be telling him before I say something. Because it's not my place, because you're letting him do it and he thinks it's
Like,
okay.
in a way, I kind of get it. Like, I kind of like see where she's coming from,
Yeah.
but in a way, if we're in a relationship, like,
Yeah.
you're just as much as a part of this as I am,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
and fucking,
So
if I say something and the dude doesn't fucking listen, then
Yeah,
somebody
that's exactly what happened.
somebody's gonna get stabbed.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. is
Like, because that's disrespectful as
Oh,
fuck.
yeah.
And don't be disrespectful because I don't do that
Oh
shit.
yeah, and here I asked him kindly when I was working for the city. I asked him kindly. I was like, "Hey man," I was like, "I appreciate it if you wouldn't come to my house when I'm at work until I come home." And here she still invited him over while I was at work, and then
I'd have been like, "You want that? Like, then get the fuck out of my house."
But see, I didn't even know because I was at work, and then eventually I caught on.
You can't allow that bullshit.
I
Otherwise,
I didn't know though.
if you allow, no, I totally get it.
I didn't know because she'll have him in here. She'll hurry up and open the door, and he'll run out before I get to the front door or whatever. Because then he'll like take his
That's so
time
shitty.
and then walk around and then come to the door and knock on it and be like, "Hey man, I already knew you were about to get off, so I took my time walking over here." And I'm like, because the neighbors were telling me, they're like, "Man, we keep seeing this white guy run out your back door." And then I'm like, okay. I was like, one day, so I decided to come home for lunch one day. I hit the corner. And it was like, man, I seen, and here I had came in the house because I was gonna eat lunch here, but I didn't have enough time. And I asked the kids, I was like, "Where's your mom at?" They're like, "She took the dog for a walk." And here I was like, "Fuck it, let me hit this corner to go towards Casey's." So I'm hitting the corner. I see both of them. I fucking jumped. I put my fucking car in park. Didn't even hit the brake. Just put it in park. Jumped out. Ran over to him. He fell out on the ground and said, "I didn't do nothing. I didn't do nothing." And I didn't even
What
touch
the
him.
fuck ever? It don't matter.
I
You're
didn't
in
even
my
touch him.
Nah, you're in my crib. Like, fucking obviously I know what your fucking
Yeah.
intentions are.
Oh yeah.
And then that's whenever you got to tell her, like, yo, like, this shit stops right motherfucking now.
Yeah.
Otherwise, if it happens one more time, your ass is fucking gone.
Well,
and then whenever she does it again, she's gone.
Well, in this case, I was trying to work it out with her because the first time when I found out, I beat the shit out of him outside.
Yeah, I don't. To me, there is no working that out. That's a fucking
Yeah.
problem, and that's a problem that
Well,
I'm not
see,
gonna
I
fucking
didn't-
deal with, and you're not gonna continue doing.
Well,
I'll
see-
give you fucking warning.
Yeah. But see, when you're
It
married,
happens again.
but
like-
when you're married, it's a whole different story, though. You're trying to work your marriage out and all this other stuff. But then when it comes down to
If
it, I
she's
gave her the-
allowing some dude over here, the marriage is over.
Oh yeah, I didn't see the dude. I was blind with love at the time, so you know.
No, I get it, and I've been there before
Yeah,
too.
and it happens. I mean, but then I woke up and I was like, man, fuck this shit. I was like, get the fuck away from me.
And then like when you let him get away with it, like,
oh, he didn't.
Then
He
no,
didn't.
I'm saying if you don't, not necessarily him,
Yeah.
because we know what he's focused on.
Yeah.
He just wants that ass,
Yeah, that's all he wanted.
and she's obviously got some kind of internal conflict.
Well, hers was
she wants it. She like wants you, but sees like the relationship is dying.
Yeah.
And maybe there's something better out there.
No, it wasn't that. It was more or less she wanted to drink and party like she was still a teenager and in her 20s instead of
she
wanting to be a
wasn't
mom.
mature. But I don't. In a way, I know the shit hurts.
Oh,
I mean, I've
yeah.
kind of been through the same thing.
Yeah, I mean, I'm over it now. It's been 6-7 years now. I'm over it.
So, yeah, as you should be.
And here, look at me now. And here I took and turned everything into a positive.
How you like me now? Yeah, now she's like your biggest hater.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I appreciate her being my biggest hater. I want you to be my biggest hater.
Like, and the thing is, I know you've sent me like, or you've showed me like the messages.
Oh yeah.
And the fact that she's like still trying to play victim in the situation.
Oh yeah.
Like,
she was jealous of me because I'm doing what I want to do now, and I don't have nobody holding me back.
Right.
And
it's just like goofy. I don't understand how people can fucking do shitty, like complete fucking ass, and then still try to play the victim.
I don't know. I don't know how that works. I didn't play the victim. I didn't want nobody to think I was victim. I was like, man, fuck it. It is what it is.
There's this victimhood mentality that a lot of people live in.
Yeah.
I used to live in it.
Oh yeah. Oh
like,
yeah.
In a way, oh, poor me, poor me, poor me. Like, till I started asking God for strength is whenever I started realizing, like, I don't want life to be easy.
Oh
like,
yeah, of course.
Things should not be easy. Like you should ask for more strength. You should ask for fucking.
Yeah, I did all that, and it wasn't helping me for a little bit.
But you have to believe. You have
Oh
to
yeah, I
believe
know.
that it's gonna happen.
I know that part, but it took a minute, man, because I was still like kind of hurt,
No, I
over the
get it.
fact that all this happened all of a sudden.
And you have to feel that shit. You have to feel that shit
And I
out. I mean, you can't just like. I mean, you can fucking like, especially as dudes, we can kind of like
yeah.
cut off our emotions
Oh yeah,
like
of
really
course.
quick. But I mean, we still feel it.
Oh yeah, but
But we can be like, I'm not gonna allow this to affect like
yeah.
anything that I've got going
Well,
on.
the only thing that it was that like got to me is what I thought was going to affect was the kids, because I was thinking more or less about them. I'm like, fuck, man, no, they're gonna fucking be looking at people like I used to when my dad wasn't around, because now it's pretty much like that. It's like shit, and I had to explain to him. I'm like, man, I was like, don't be upset, don't be mad. I was like, that's her fault for missing out on y'all's lives of growing up and doing and success and succeeding in everything that y'all want to succeed in. That's her problem,
Wait,
not
and a
yours.
lot of kids, I know I did, like with my dad, I thought half the shit was my fault, like as a
No, it's
kid.
never a kid's fault.
And if it's not like communicated well to the kid,
Yeah.
like the kid's gonna sit there and think that they're the fucking cause of it.
No, it's never
And
the
I think
kid's fault.
I think a lot of kids go through that.
Yeah, they do. Oh yeah, they do. And I don't think they should have to feel that way. And for one, and that kind of that's like
It's
what
not their fault that their parents can't get their shit together.
no, no, and it's not their fault that they're gonna feel a little jealous and envy towards other kids because they don't have that other parent like most kids do. They're gonna look at it and be like, "Well, I got a dad. He's always there. He's taking care of us. But where's my
Where
mama at?"
yeah. See, it was opposite for me. It
Oh
was
yeah,
I had my mom, but then I had my dad. And then but I always wanted my dad to like my dad was like half-assed there, half-assed
yeah,
not. Like and then he'd be like in prison
yeah.
for years and then he'd like get out and then fuck shit up again and then
Oh
go
yeah,
back. But yeah, nah. And I just like wanted his like acceptance and shit. And I know I hate it whenever I seen like dads at like, a
yeah,
basketball game or something, like cheering their son on. And I'm like,
yeah.
my dad's sitting in fucking prison.
Oh yeah.
That shit sucks.
Oh yeah, it
Like
does.
that shit sucks. But all I wanted was like his acceptance and shit. And then finally, whenever I stopped caring about his acceptance, then he told me he was so proud of me and shit. And I was at the lowest point I'd ever
Oh
been in my life. And I'm
man, that's
like,
fucked up.
like, yeah, you don't know who your
Uh,
fucking son is at all, do
well,
you?
well, see,
And I'm just like, I just kind of like, just like, well, thanks.
yeah.
Like, but it meant nothing to me.
Well, say in my case, my mom was more or less. My dad, man, he always like sent me stuff and wanted to see me, but it's not. I'm not saying that he's not a bad dad. He was a good dad. He wanted to see me and whatnot. But my mom, she was trying to manipulate me into thinking that he didn't want to be like want me to be his son. He didn't want me around, and then she'll tell me he don't respect you. He don't love you. But I talk to my dad every day. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, Dad, my mom said this, when I was younger,
She
trying to,
was putting shit in your
yeah,
mind.
she tried to manipulate me, but I talked to him about it. He was like, no. He's like, I love you to death, man. He's like, you are my flesh and blood. And he was like, your mom, there's something wrong with her. And then she even told me, she was like, I'm sorry for telling you all these things. She's like, I felt like, I was going to lose you to your dad if, he got into your life a lot more than what I am or how I am right now. And I love you and you're my son and I want you to be more and I want you to be more in my life. But my dad is my dad. I love my dad to death.
For sure. And yeah, there was a point where like I was thinking about like staying at VIT,
Yeah.
but my dad had like bad like drinking habits, and I was
Yeah.
like, dude, if you can like limit it down to like 3 days a week, like I'll stay because I was at the age
Yeah.
where I could choose,
Oh yeah, of
but I
course.
wasn't gonna stay somewhere where fucking the dude who's taking care of me fucking
Is
isn't there
yeah.
ever, you know?
And when they're intoxicated,
And
it
he
doesn't
didn't,
help.
and he didn't, and I mean, fucking, but I mean, I gave him the choice. Like
Yeah.
I gave him the option and shit, and fucking, I don't know. It
He
didn't
took the
happen.
alcohol
It
over
was
the
kind of
option.
yeah, and it hurt.
Yeah.
But
Oh yeah,
I
of
mean,
course.
I understand he was young,
Yeah.
fucking, and had just got like back out of prison.
Yeah.
So I mean, like he got his freedom back, and he was
Yeah.
able to live his life. So I mean, I get it. I
Yeah.
get it. I feel like I would do it differently, but I get it, and I understand
Yeah.
where he was coming
It's
from.
it's hard for an alcoholic to take that step to admit that they got a problem with alcohol before it gets to that point.
Yeah,
And I
I
can
had
say
that
that.
same problem.
I can say that because that's how my kids' mom is. She chooses alcohol over her own kids and her boyfriend, and alcohol over her own kids. Don't try to talk to them. So I mean, alcohol is more important than building a bond with your child.
It's fucked up, and to say that it doesn't affect the child is
Oh yeah, it
different.
does.
But
It
I
affects the
mean,
children.
I don't know. For me, I'm grateful that shit happened because I
Yeah.
feel like it just made me stronger.
Yeah.
Like if you think that it makes you weak, it's gonna make you weak. If you think that it's
Yeah.
making you stronger, it's gonna make you fucking stronger. So you get to choose how you're perceiving
Oh yeah.
the situations, and you can trick your mind into believing anything
Yeah.
as long as you keep repeating that shit to yourself, and then that's the story that you tell yourself,
Oh yeah.
and then that's gonna affect how you show up in the world.
That's where that imagination comes into play too.
Yeah.
Because if you imagine yourself poor, you're gonna be poor. If you imagine yourself rich, you're gonna be rich.
If you see yourself as the shit, like a lot more people are gonna see you as like, yeah, this
Yeah.
guy is the shit. He owns
Yeah.
that shit. He's confident. Obviously, you're gonna have people that
Oh
hate,
yeah.
but I mean that comes. Motherfuckers are gonna hate you if you feel like shit.
Oh yeah, of course.
And if you are fucking, just like feel bad about yourself,
Yeah.
motherfuckers are still gonna hate you.
I hate to say this until this day, since I've been here. I know I got people that hate on me, but I just don't give a shit. I don't give a fuck. I got something that you want and you know it. So I mean, my thing is what can you possibly want to
See, and I sense it like because I've always been like a good dude, and people know that I've always like
Oh yeah.
treat people with respect and how I want to be treated.
Yeah.
And I feel like some people, I don't, because a lot of people like speak very highly of me because
Yeah.
I am a good dude. I don't fucking mistreat people unless if I'm being mistreated.
Yeah.
And then but I just sense it whenever I'm around people. Like you feel the vibe, and you're just like I know you have thoughts about me, and you don't like, and they're not good thoughts.
Yeah.
Like
Oh yeah.
and
They're not gonna tell you that.
Nah, and I trust my intuition. I trust those feelings because whenever I used to go against that fucking intuition, when I used to go against that shit,
Yeah.
like I'd always end up in a situation with a motherfucker who did not really give a fuck about me and was just fucking,
Oh yeah.
using.
How you
and-
doing, backup queen?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's Andrea.
Yeah, it is. She said she's like, for real, I can relate to this. Trust.
Yeah, trust your
Oh
intuition.
yeah.
No, definitely.
Oh yeah.
Your body knows.
Oh yeah. And you
Like
you can feel that vibe.
your soul knows.
You can
Your
definitely
gut
feel it.
knows. Don't go against that shit. That shit's there for a reason. You don't need logic to back that shit up.
Oh no, you don't. And here you can feel it. You can sense all kinds of shit from
Absolutely.
people when you get around them because they're like,
Absolutely. You can be like a person can like not even say anything, and you just get a bad vibe from them. You're just
Yeah.
like, nah.
oh yeah.
Like, all right, I'm gonna leave this
so
situation.
so you know what mine is like before I even leave the house, if I feel like there's something wrong or I feel like there's a bad vibe just like going through me before I leave my house, I won't go. I'll just stay home. I'll call them and be like, hey, I'm sorry, I'm not coming.
Right.
Because I know something bad's gonna happen.
For sure.
Or I know that there's something that's gonna come up or happen. So it's just like, yeah, I'm good. I'm not going.
But sometimes I feel like that may be fear too, and that was like something that I had to sharpen my discernment
Yeah.
for. Was like, is this like the old me trying to like pull myself back and
Yeah.
like sit in fear, like, or is this my soul speaking to
Yeah.
me? Is
Well-
this my intuition, or is
Yeah.
this like fear of the unknown?
No, it's like a gut feeling for me, man. If my gut is telling me to do something, I'm gonna listen to my gut
No,
and I'm
for
gonna
sure.
take that opinion from
For
it.
sure, but sometimes
not
if that
fear.
intuition is telling you not to do something, I think that's I don't think that that's intuition. I think that's your animal mind trying
Yeah.
to fucking like
I never seen.
detour you
Oh,
from going to what God's trying to give to
yeah.
you.
Well,
Because I've had that happen so many times in my life.
yeah,
Whenever I didn't, because
yeah,
I didn't know what was going to happen. I've had so many brilliant ideas that I never acted upon
yeah.
because I was scared, like
Oh,
that
yeah.
I
I've
was
had
gonna
that
get
happen.
rejected, or I was gonna fucking, or it wasn't gonna happen. And then I watch a motherfucker that do the same shit that I was just like thinking about like 5 days ago. I
Yeah,
let that thought go,
yeah.
and then guess what? Other people want what you want
Oh,
too.
yeah. Hell yeah.
So if they're open to that
Yeah.
thought can come into their fucking head,
Oh, yeah.
since you didn't act upon it, now they're gonna act upon it.
Oh,
And then
hell
guess
yeah.
what? I've watched that shit's happened to me so many times in my life
Yeah.
where I didn't act upon something and a motherfucker did,
Oh, yeah.
like a couple of weeks later, a month
Yeah.
later, and then the motherfucker got the results that probably should have been mine.
Yeah. And here I can't say nothing. I've did that, and a few times. Like there's a car that's awesome that I want, and I've seen it so many times. I'm like, that's the car I want. As soon as I say that, and then like 2-3 weeks later, I go back because I had got the money up for it. It's gone. It's like fuck, man. It's like I can't even say nothing about a car anymore. So now it's just to the point. If I say I want that, I'll go and get it. I don't wait. I just get it right there on the spot.
Get it? There's no reason to think. And on that video that like kind of like shifted my whole mind,
Yeah.
like shifted my whole fucking mind and gave me so many epiphanies. It
Yeah.
was a video that I watched that was called How Successful People Think.
Oh
And he
yeah.
says that's the difference. That's the difference between successful people and
Yeah.
unsuccessful
Oh
people.
yeah.
Is successful people just do it. They
Oh
don't think
yeah.
about it. They just fucking do it.
Oh hell yeah. Because if you don't do it, it's gonna be gone by the time you get there to get to it.
And in the minute like you start thinking about it,
Yeah.
like I do like a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 blast off. Like I'm a motherfucking rocket ship.
Yeah. Oh,
You know,
somebody tried to call.
I do that shit in my head,
Oh
and
no.
then that makes me not think. You
Yeah.
know, I'm like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, action. You
Yeah.
know,
I feel you.
but if I sit there and I think,
Yeah.
then I talk myself out of it.
Oh yeah. If you talk yourself out of it, you're never gonna do it. What's up, Raymond?
What's up, Raymond?
Haynes?
I'm preaching, laying it on
He
heavy
said,
today.
preach. You know what? I think he should have my certificate of being ordained.
And I think that I think all of us have those brilliant ideas.
Yeah.
And
Oh yeah. Of
that's
course.
happened to so many people where they have a brilliant idea and then they didn't do anything about it.
Mm.
And then a week, month passes by and then
Yeah.
somebody does that and gets the results that probably would have been yours if you would have taken that action.
Oh
on
yeah.
it.
Of course. That's why you think why you think when we first met, I stayed up on that hardcore thing and making beats all the time. Because I was like, if I don't do it, somebody else is gonna do it better than me, or somebody might have the same idea I have in all these beats,
Yeah, for sure.
and then take it and then do it.
Well, and that's like remember when the like George Floyd protests were going
Yeah.
on? Like that shit like frustrated me so much.
Yeah.
Obviously the killing of George Floyd was fucking terrible.
Yeah.
But then how the people went out there and was like fucking setting buildings on fire and shit. Like
They were getting away with stealing a lot of shit too.
And I get you're angry. I get that.
Oh, yeah.
But we need to do something more about the system instead of just tearing down businesses and shit. Like those people didn't deserve that.
No, they didn't.
You know, and that was in like.
Yeah.
And remember, I had that idea, and I'm not
Oh,
saying I'm not saying that this song would have been as big as Tom McDonald's, but
Yeah.
remember, I
Oh
hit you
yeah,
up.
and I was like, don't do it.
Yeah,
And you
I
shouldn't
was
have listened to me.
I wanted to make a song that was called "No Lives Matter," and I was talking to you about it, and I let you talk me out of it.
Yeah, I shouldn't have.
And then fucking 2 months later, Tom McDonald
did it.
drops a fucking song called "No Lives
I was
Matter,"
mad
and
at
I'm like,
myself
I
about
told
that.
you, dog.
I was mad at myself
I was
about
like,
that.
And I'm not saying that it would have been as big as Tom McDonald's,
No,
but
it still would have been good.
yeah, I was like,
But-
that was my idea.
Yeah.
Like I had that shit 2 months before
Yeah,
you.
and I was mad, man, that I told you not to do it, and I should have let you do it, and I didn't, and I talked you out of it. So that was my fault. So I got to live with that one.
And now I just trust myself. Now
Yeah.
it's like,
yeah, don't listen to me no
and
more.
with this song that I'm getting ready to release, like I know people are gonna be like, "Oh man, he sounds salty. Oh man, he sounds like pissed off." No, I'm not pissed off anymore. But to say that like those emotions didn't exist back in the
Yeah.
day, and that's where great music comes from.
Oh,
Is
yeah.
is from real fucking emotion.
It's nothing but a poet
And yeah,
getting his
no,
words out.
like this song that's coming out is very angry, and because I used to be very angry and bitter, and
Yeah.
because shit didn't happen the way that I like wanted them to.
Oh, yeah, of
So
course.
when this "How You Like Me Now" drops, I know motherfuckers are gonna be like, "God damn, like somebody's fucking salty." Like, but
Let them be
like,
let them
nah,
think that you feel salty or you are salty or whatever, because you know what, people jump to conclusions and they think whatever they see at the moment of time, and
exactly.
then they're like, oh well, look, this motherfucker's salty. But it's not.
Like, and I get that, and that's why I'm just kind of addressing it right now.
Yeah.
Is
Oh
like,
yeah. Oh yeah. I'm there with you, because there's a lot of people there that are gonna be like, oh, they don't look at them, they look salty. But they're not.
but anybody who really knows me knows that I don't fucking I have never really talked to people like I rap in this song.
Yeah.
And that's why at the beginning of the show I said like this is a me that I know nobody has seen
Yeah.
besides for a very
Selective.
very select few.
Yeah.
Like
It's supposed to be like that.
Katie, Busey, obviously my brothers,
Yeah.
my mom, probably like 5 people in the motherfucking world have seen me like truly fucking pissed off,
Yeah.
like pissed the fuck off.
Yeah. I don't
You
know.
know,
I don't
but
know
now
what to tell you.
now I know how to work through that, and I kind of like release those emotions through music.
Oh
Like
yeah.
writing that shit down definitely does help,
Uh,
and knowing that there's like old emotions that I never like expressed,
Yeah.
you know. And Eminem does that. Eminem will still write songs from like old emotions that
Oh
he
yeah.
used to feel
Of course.
whenever he was growing up, whenever his mom was feeding him fucking prescription drugs
Oh
as a
yeah.
fucking kid,
Oh yeah.
you
That's
know.
crazy.
And then bullies like picking on him in high school and shit. Like
Yeah.
that man was like that man still fucking makes songs
Oh yeah.
from those old emotions
Oh
because
yeah.
he lived through it.
Yeah.
So he
That's
still remembers how he felt in those situations. He still remembers all of that. So
yeah.
I mean, if you can pull from those emotions,
Oh yeah.
those are the best shit. But that's what I think what music's missing
Yeah.
today is actual emotion. Now
Yeah.
it's just, let's get fucked up. I'm
But
gonna
you
fuck a bitch. I'm gonna fuck a hoe.
yeah.
Like I don't give a fuck about shit.
Yeah. That's crazy. And here, you know what I was gonna say? And here, that's the thing. Eminem was kind of smart though, because of the fact that he said what he wanted to say about himself. So
Definitely,
nobody
Andrea.
definitely had nothing to say about him, and they couldn't belittle him or anything. He told his own stories about himself on how he felt, and nobody could use that against him because he already done said it.
Well, and that's kind of like what I'm doing with this with this song
Oh
is
yeah.
like I know like the mindset that I was in whenever
Yeah.
I wrote it, and
Oh
I
yeah.
know people are gonna jump to conclusions. I know people are
I
gonna
heard that.
assume because people love to assume. But go ahead and assume. The more you talk about me, the more I win.
Yeah. Oh
So
yeah. And
so
see,
okay, like negative attention, positive attention. It's all attention.
yeah.
It all goes towards the same thing.
Oh yeah. And that's the thing about jealousy and envy.
Envy.
They're negative.
Yeah.
They're so damn negative.
But
And here,
those people don't even realize that they're really like your biggest fan.
yeah,
Like
and it,
if they're checking out your shit like all the fucking time,
yeah.
like you in ways you secretly love me because
Oh yeah.
because you
But now,
can't stop thinking about
but
me.
now remember, jealousy can turn into an obsession that gets so fucking bad, dude. They start stalking you and shit.
Stalking
Like
you.
like
Yeah.
how that's how I feel about hearing about the
Yeah.
paparazzi popping
Right.
out on fucking movie stars and shit.
Mhm.
They're fucking jealous of something or they envy them, and that turns into a fucking obsession. How in the fuck do you sit in the bushes for hours waiting for somebody to come out of their motherfucking house or out of the store?
Because motherfuckers are weird. Those motherfuckers also get paid
Yeah,
like
but
buku bucks to harass people.
yeah, but that's not cool though, man. People, them movie stars are human just like we are. I mean, what the fuck?
I know. I know. I would
It's not that serious.
never treat a celebrity like that.
I would treat them like we treat each other.
After
Shit.
watching the Fame Trap, it was
Yeah.
about Justin Bieber, and how like he literally can not step outside, especially whenever he first like blew up, and how he like literally could not do anything like anywhere.
Yeah. He said, "Let the haters feed your craft."
No, exactly, and
I heard
that's
that.
kind of what I'm doing, and that's where this "How You Like Me Now," because I got overlooked a lot, and that's kind of where this song is like coming from. Like I was always underestimated, and what people would say about me, I would believe
Yeah.
like back then, but now I'm not as naive, and I know exactly who I am, and I had to isolate myself to understand who in the fuck I really was, because I was always surrounded by people who was telling me who I was. And if you're constantly listening to people